Acting Director of National Intelligence Richard Grenell has dinged Representative Adam Schiff in a new letter, expressing surprise the Trump foe didn't praise the appointment of 2 women to head counterterrorism unit and rejecting the congressman's belief that lawmakers control the DNI's day-to-day management decisions. Schiff, California Democrat and chairman of the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, had written to Mr. Grenell on April 7 questioning his legal authority to reorganize the Office of National Intelligence and its National Counterterrorism Center. In an April 20 reply obtained by The Washington Times, Mr. Grenell called Schiff's ideas suggestions. The exchange of letters promises to be a running battle between the congressman who led the campaign to impeach and remove President Trump and the person Mr. Trump picked in February to direct national intelligence, including the CIA. Mr. Grenell wrote, staking out his claim to power. I must disagree with your proposals to divest the Director of National Intelligence of managerial competence and personnel decision-making authority, and to replace your committee's mandate for intelligence community oversight with a mandate for intelligence community administration. Mr. Grenell also rebutted Schiff's allegation that a secret intelligence briefing on Russia in March was cooked. Mr. Grenell said, I must also speak on behalf of the career intelligence officers at Office Director of National Intelligence, whom your letter accuses of politicizing the briefing to members of Congress of March 10. As the Acting Director of National Intelligence, I am compelled to defend these career officers from unsubstantiated indictments of their motivations and judgment. Many are offended by the accusations that they did not share unvarnished assessments. If you share with me the reports you believe provide evidence for these claims, I can promise you that I will review them with the seriousness such accusations demand. And Mr. Grenell took issue with Schiff's criticism of the change in counterterrorism leadership. Mr. Grenell said, I must begin by voicing my surprise that your 4-page letter said nothing about the historic appointment of the first female director of the National Counterterrorism Center. Instead, you expressed concerns regarding the retirement of the former male director. You erroneously cast judgment on the reason of his departure while ignoring the accomplishments of National Counterterrorism Center's new leadership, 2 highly qualified female officers serving as the acting director and acting deputy director. Diversity of the intelligence community workforce should always be celebrated, and I am proud that we increased diversity within the Office of the Director of National Intelligence's senior ranks, to include more women and members of the LGBT community. Mr. Grenell is in the process of downsizing headquarters and the National Counterterrorism Center to free up more positions for operational agencies in the field and posts abroad.